Hello，大家好啊！这里是游戏通，我们来继续我们的这个侦探生涯，Detective，应该算是警探吧？警探不是私家侦探了哈，是有公权力的。他这个警察的组织呢是 Coalition 啊，国际的联盟所产生的一个组织哈，这个 Law Enforcement。那这个国际联盟，我们所在的这个地点呢，是一个算是自由经济贸易区吧，应该是类似这样的一个东西。所以说它是属于没有任何的，它是属于不算属于任何一个国家，它是一个很特殊地位。然后，但是它的治安呢，原本这个治安是被这个地方的角头，也就是所谓的码头工人的哈，在那边把控的，原本是这样子。但是呢，实质上呢，名义上呢，不是，实质上是由治安是由这个码头工人工会所掌握，但是这个名义上还是由我们这个警察组织啊，叫做 RC 什么的，忘记了。我们继续游戏啊，你看啊哈，我原本睡不着啊，靠，他现在这个技术应该是用 decal 吧，我在想。或者是有人念它 decker 哈，但是应该是念 decal，就是一个投影的一个东西啊。这个做法啊，我说这个像 disco 这样子的一个做法。那我们这个操作的这个角色啊，哈，半夜睡不着啦，做梦的时候呢，跑来这里呢，没想到发现自己被吊在上面，这个可绝了，这就开始梦幻起来了。这个游戏的特色就出现了。
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
Childhood，
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
我还有老婆哦，真的还假的啊？
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
这个我还是想不起来哈，双腿之间的温度啊。
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear.
我叫
And
Harry，
it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
Cold Task 也是一个 Cold Task，要记住哈，是怪诞。我被抛弃了是吗？我被抛弃了，应该是我抛弃了，我被抛弃了。
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you.
OK，
Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
我不想回去。
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now
Abyss，
they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me.
you fail me。
You failed Elysium.
什么是 Elysium？
Everything. The pale and the useless. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
我之前跟你说过话，你好像是那个脑虫，是不是？
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you.
Speckle.
You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed.
这个浮肿尸体的声音跟这个上古爬虫脑是一样的。
Stinky boy.
Stinky.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
现在这个案件已经不重要了，这个是已经人生的一个这个十字路口了哈。啊，我的精神疲惫而破碎。
Your mind is what now? I can't hear you. The rest is just a word dream. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet grinding in your head.
Brighting.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
Hangover. Hangover.
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too, so soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
所以说我是 Harry 哈，我觉得这个配音这个配音的导演我觉得不错。
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Factory。所以说我可能是因为被妻子抛弃了，我整个疯了啊。7点啊，7点半啊，你可以动吗？
Good going, buddy.
到底什么 fucking？
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night. You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
快速玩。
You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline. Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect, ready to go to war against the world.
我现在意志没有办法，我一定要去弄一点快速玩嘛。如果说不的话
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
那就快速吧，来个快速玩吧。
Fast recovery, man. Quick turnaround. Super detective back in action.
怎么样？干，我看一下，我快速玩吗？哎，快速玩，我又没有快速玩。shit，妈的，我要去买快速玩吗？心智加1，生命值减4。干，那我妈的我，哎，我没有快速玩啊。去你！有点快速玩哎。
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression.
佛学多闻就是，我现在那个，哎，我已经快速玩加1，继续吧，那就我就来吧，我就来吧。
It belongs in the new, the 3rd decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
OK，
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume la Million.
什么理
If
由
it
啊？
doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
西处的慕天夜总会啊，西处有一个露天的夜总会，是不是？好啊。
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
Grimace, grimace.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume Lemillion's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix, because, unlike Guillaume Lemillion, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous. You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that. There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the express. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
思维啊，这个什么思维干嘛的？逻辑思维减一耶，这个靠啊！快速玩啊，赶快去拿一个快速玩啊！我还可以升级耶，我现在没有在升啊。哎，怎么都没有那个啊？我现在是不是可以把这个打开呀？解锁啊！我用一颗去解锁啊！确定哈？我解锁了这个啊！我把这个低声拍掌，我把它这个会加通达请你加2啊！哈，就来吧。哎，奇怪，怎么没有通达请你加2？我真的很困惑啊！通达请你加2。为什么我没有办法通达请你加2？我通达请你还是1耶！天哪，管他了！谢，我赶快去买个快速碗了。旁边还是睡吧。那个工会的人怎么？他们都这么早起来哦？我可以自己行动吗？不要去鸟它，可以吗？那我现在需要快速玩啊！早安。
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
Growdy， 为什么那么早就砸来了？这不合理呀！哎，工会的人哈，晚上喝酒喝到3更半夜，怎么哪有早起的习惯？都嘛中午才起床，怎么那么早啊？
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said.
Loud and nasty.
One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it. I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast. There's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
Hardy Body， Hardy Body， 哈迪兄弟是武装小队。
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war, so let's keep a cool head, okay? One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
可以啦，先存档啊。他妈的，我想要先去洗我鞋子呢。干，我不是？难道我要晚上的时候才能洗吗？
This industrial gas-powered stove has been used to prepare food for many hungry hostel guests. There are several pots and pans on hand.
What are you planning to do? Throw a dinner party? Please refrain from culinary experiments until after we finish.
The stove is unmoved by your comings and goings.
好吧，好吧，因为他现在监视我了。我不要跟这个轮椅讲话啊！这个人是在监视我了。我们走吧。我是不是有什么？第一个我要先去查。啊，这是什么东西？这是什么东西
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye. Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. This is a Caprice Kanema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Caprice 40, and the answer to the Lum's racing breed, Ferv series. With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Kanema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds and go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour. Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently.
上过蜡。
You want to take a closer look? $130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there. Man, that's got to be a major advancement over the KR-18 GU engine on the old Caprice 40.
$7.2. Supercharged.
他很喜欢车子，是？
Yes, an extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down. Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
氦气灯。
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first. Maybe. Yes, definitely maybe.
And means no.
没有任何成功啊！干
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Bétancourt, sur la Clé in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Iranese pharmaceutical companies in the Seminine conflict. So, it seems the armor went to Seminine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
制药集团
The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Trinel. And the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
科奈尔，科奈尔，
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
科奈尔，
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
yes，废话，
Sure. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information for you then. Not yet, but I was able to convince the database people to share private sector information. The 57th over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a...
你买快速丸啊！先买快速丸啊！这罢工的人怎么这么早就在那边搞公贼？
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste pharmaceutical.
他妈的，哪里有快速丸啊？唉。靠，每一个20块啊，20块是不是？20块，20块，我现在有6块啊。那我不是有一些破烂可以捡吗？为什么现在都没破烂可以捡？这不是可以捡吗？为什么我现在不能捡？奇怪了，我不懂啊，我是没装备啊。要装备啦！哎呀，我吃一下这个好了。是不是要？然后要吃是不是？我看一下啊，这个快速丸啊，啊？
Whoa. In your hand, Parolidon. The double rainbow of synthetic hallucinogens, rare and gritty, a product of the age of atomic power. What a funny little cat. Don't let the scary medical warnings throw you off. It's an inadequate antidote to radiation poisoning, but a potent antidote to boredom. The container is warm to the touch, or is that just the anticipation? You screw the lid open and look.
我现在心智
A
是
little
一是
slit on
不
the
是？
side lets you just slurp it up, like an oyster. Come on, slurp it. What is he? Your mother? Is Kim your au pair? Slurp it. Slurp the morsel of danger joy.
用力，用力。
You suck a manly dose of the extremely chemical smelling liquid into your mouth. There, it seeps into your tongue. When you swallow, it's already almost all gone.
亲嘴的味道。
It tastes like many things, all melted into one conflagration in the back of your throat. As you look around, the world slowly exists as it did before. Only now, gentle flames lick at its edges, as though it were a photo burning. No, of course not really. It's just a metaphor. The effect of that otherworldly drop of liquid is slower, more subtle than that of real flames, yet just as warm. This warmth, it makes you want to share your discovery with Kim.
哎，心智加2了嘞！哎，哇靠，这个心智加2可以把我全部的这个，这全部都可以加哦，这太厉害了吧！我看一下这个思维啊，快速完精神加1耶！靠，妈的，我吃了快速完精神可以加1是不是？看一下啊，精神。 哎，没有精神啊！我不知道啦啊，反正这个心智加2超爽的，好不好？那我睡觉前我再来吃一发，那我就可以恢复体力了啊。
Why not? This government-developed substance seems very non-intrusive. You can even operate heavy machinery, fire machinery. Please don't actually operate any fire machines.
I'm happy for you.
His glasses turn golden as the fire reflects off the lenses. You feel this man is your brother. Just don't mix it with anything, he thinks, looking you over. Thankfully, his sense of balance seems okay. Whatever, I'm not getting involved. Wow, Kim's badass. Or he's had a druggie partner. Whoa, that's probably it. He's seen it before. Look at all these guys go off like fireworks as information pours into you about the lieutenant's simple remark. I'm happy for you. This stuff is great. Already you can tell you're going to be slurping a lot more Pyrrolidon. This stuff is going to give you insight into that little flickering light hidden in all human beings.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a Pyrrolidon button. It gives +1 to Psyche skills. Empathy, Suggestion, Authority, Inland Empire, Esprit de Corps, and Volition. This is good before rolling a white check, but damages your health.
右下角有一个药丸呢，有吗？这个吗？右下角有个药丸啊，管它了啦！我现在不，啊！我现在不弄啊！我加那个，啊，就是这样子吧。我手上有乐视带啊。 手上都是对吗？我可以捡啊！太好笑了。但是呢，你这个东西怎么没有那个让我明显的看到啊？全部取走！我靠，太好笑了。我现在是，楼上怎么有一个妹啊？哈，但我要怎么去楼上呢？现在我要赶快来，怎么样？等一下啊，我先存档啊。我怕这个我们的这个 Lieutenant 哦，会搞事。
Yes?
我现在要这个。
The man is decomposing. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
五感发达。
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough. The genitals in his breeches continue to be unnoteworthy. You see the penis of a dead man. If you've seen it once, you've already got the picture.
Can't get enough of that dick.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast. It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
Fuck are you looking at, Beano man? You want a piece of the Kuno? What?
Only if all else fails.
Kuno looks like he gets around. Knows Martinez. Or remember the buttons on that intercom over there? On the side of the building next to the Whirling? One was for Revachol Ice City. Perhaps it's a clue.
Hurry. This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
五感发达，我可以把这个五感发达，我看一下这个五感发达的资讯啊。我把这个五感发达升级啊。OK， 五感发达升级，我还可以，但还是很低啊。传奇难度。什么东西？看4.44。读取进度，我刚才不是有存吗？我还没升级啊。现在是说，我看有什么？ 知道什么东西啊？
Fuck does Kuno care?
哎，还有快速完吗？
Fucking right, pig. Kuno's filling bathtubs with that shit. Kuno's a kingpin. Fuck no, pig. Kuno ain't dealing to the popo. Not doing the pork pen for your sad speed habit. You don't know Kuno.
Belying the act, he's actually telling the truth. Or at least 0.00001% of it. He has a little speed. He's just not giving it. He's got to at least know a source. Look at him. You need to figure this out somehow. You need to befriend him first.
Fucking right, pig. Don't be yanking your shit in front of the Kuno. Kuno's always serious, always rolling. Big kilo, but you ain't getting any.
Belying the act, he's got to at least know a source. You need to befriend him first.
啊，哎呀，
Kuno's.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third person
Yeah, Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang. Kuno bangs for Magier, bangs for Mazda, bangs for Revishow.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Help! He's sticking his dick out.
Escalate, Kuno! He's...
Pigs in there, Kuno! Somebody, please!
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
Help! Misters, help!
Rolling super hard.
He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late!
Genital.
Look.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with an ace.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that, I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look. The Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that. There's a dead body, remember? That's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
I can. Kuno can smell that violent shit. I know what you were thinking. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut his shit down. You know what? You should have hit the Kuno. You're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
You don't talk to me about my fucking people! You don't know where I come from! You're just Kuno's bottom bitch!
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions. But remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click!
Kuno's Kuno. You already know that slow shit. Kuno thinks you have brain damage or some shit. Kuno cares.
Kuno, stop being nice to the pig! Step away from Kuno, fat-ass creep!
Ease off, see. Don't be telling Kuno what Kuno can do. What else you want, pigman?
Ah,
Kuno doesn't fucking...
神经病啊！真的有病，真是。
An old call box with a
有一个
matrix
什么
of push
冰箱的
buttons.
啊，
Silence. No one answers the doorbell. Silence.
你又不行啊！问一下总经理啊。等一下啊，我这个手上是不是有一些瓶瓶罐罐的？我再剪一下啊，这边是不是可以剪啊？它这个瓶瓶罐罐不会显示出来啊，这个我要怎么去？瓶瓶罐罐不会显示出来啊。它不会显示在地上啊，这是什么东西？这是什么东西？吃啊！我吃了一个，对不对？然后呢，我再吃这个药，我再去吃这个嗑药，我再嗑。哎，奇怪了，要怎么去嗑？我刚才不是可以嗑吗？哦，剩余分钟，这个有时间限制，是不是？不能再嗑就对了。有啊，这边有一个罐子。怎么多了一个家伙啊？不要鸟他。这边也有东西啊，垃圾桶啊。
This coin operator.
这边有瓶瓶罐罐啊。好小。然后这个上面呢、啊，这边有哈、啊。这是什么东西？这上面有个妹啊，跟他讲话。你是谁、啊？
The streets will flow red once more, a great torrent rushing down Rue d'Espérance. You wait and see.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C. And here I was trying to be polite. Just can't win with you pigs.
A brush, an artist. The red splatter is urban expressionism.
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cats. And my name's not Mona, so... Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
RCM
She means the opposite. The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief. Hatred, disgust, it's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her. On a first name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world. Have you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor? I ain't no snitch, Pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
snitch.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Watch your back, Ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
A
sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to... The door rattles against your knuckles. The door rattles...
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside. Doesn't matter who I am.
From within comes the faint sound of a broom sweeping across the con...
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told you. I won't be. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Backyard door? There must be another entrance to the east.
East.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
There is no reply. Just faint sweeping sounds inside.
Madame,
There is no reply. The door rattles.
Stop banging on the door! The police? No. I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the... Go check the backyard door.
Backyard door. Aces low.
可以干嘛？低级账。
For the rest of the world, the aces low is just some cool Revachol thing, politically neutral. In Revachol, it still
态度
holds
倾向于
revolutionary
金哦。
connotations. Also, have you looked at...
哦，哎，等一下，这个这样子，那我这样子的时候，哎，那我不是少了一个是吗？等我这个奇怪，这个连线是不是应该是可以这样连吧？应该不会有这个顺序上的一些什么。通达情理加2，没有啊。通达情理好像没有加2啊，只有同舟共进加1啊。唉，我不知道为什么不行。哎，等一下啊，这个连看的还有一些什么技巧，是不是？这个连到这里，这个连到这里，对啊。这个连看是怎么样的啊？ 哎，干他妈了，快速啊 ！shit！ 好了好了好了，东边有地方可以进去，没有啊？这什么游戏？我不知道那什么游戏。这是什么游戏？这是
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
标新立异。要18这是什么东西？他妈，我很想打这小孩子，干！
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Yes.
Apparently, she doesn't like people's logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Pig's come to take me out, trying to snuff me out. Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever. Trying to sneak up on. Trying to sneak up.
妈的，小屁孩呢？我想到了，我还要去药局哎。有人啊，很多弹孔。红色毛线的道具，这个什么东西？反应加1是不是？很奇怪的，能延伸到反应加1。标新立异加1，能工巧匠，能工巧匠加1，死水之味。我现在能工巧匠，标新立异加1。干妈的，我用这个铁锹好了。工具。这是什么东西？不行啊！装备这个。不行啊！这有一道门啊。
There must be another way into the building.
Can't get involved in this.
有人在讲话啊！这个为什么不能进去嘞？也不讲。标新立异。
Just an ordinary wall.
标
Nothing to
新
see
立异
here.
是不是？我想一下啊，标新立异，我把这个穿上去。这个衬衫是什么？强壮身体，我这个标新立异穿上去。标新立异啊。OK， 这样子呢？
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
28。 标新立异啊，是鉴定。标新立异是智力，是不是？我都已经7了嘞。思维加成，我检定，毫无可能。我可以，我花那标新立异应该不好吧？走吧。我先去那个商店哈，因为我现在有一些破烂要换，有一些这个我捡到的破烂啊。下面有垃圾桶啊，我都把它捡一捡吧。我看也可以换，我可以换到这个，我还有球
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Where? There? Those are old. These bullets were fired during the revolution, over half a century ago. They do not warrant investigation. Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
好吧，我们去那个商店哈，而且商店可以说有没有冷藏的，问他有没有一些冷藏的东西可以搞，或是跟经理问啊。这个先换吧，先换东西，看我换到多少钱。
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
No. You need tear to use the tear machine.
我问他有什么冷冻的什么东西啊？
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything. I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there. I don't know really long. Not really. No. I d uh-huh.
你卖什么东西啊？
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice.
我要这个我要这个雨鞋干嘛？
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in their wrapping. It's like looking there, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
Guess not, no.
Good thing you're an unrecovering alcoholic then.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
酒啊。
Huh? Speed. Like, speed. No, Frick doesn't do that.
Of course not. Frit is an establishment that acts within the law. Is that all, detective?
Ah, what's the point if they don't even sell the good drugs?
The pale age vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong.
灰玉到底是什么？
You know.
Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Let's concentrate on what's important here.
I mean, I already said it'd hurt you. I don't know what else they do.
Substances give powerful bonuses to your main stats at the cost of damage to your health or morale. Cigarettes raise your intellect while damaging your health. Alcohol raises physique while damaging your morale.
OK， 可以提高你的智力。 香烟可以提高你智力。
Use medication, like Nosifed and magnesium, to counteract the negative effects of substances. Note: consuming substances can have unforeseen consequences for you.
No, Frick only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta
钢
slogan
筋
on the
铁
back.
骨啊，钢筋铁骨，走啦。干他妈的，问老板吧。这干嘛？我问一下老板吧。有没有什么冷冻的东西是可以用的啊？
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes. Got the 20 real?
没有啊。
Then why are you wasting my time?
妈的，20块。你想讲什么？
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear. Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
Gary.
The manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
A little missing persons puzzle might just be the thing to take your mind off the hangover.
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about.
More important than a missing expedition? I don't know. Expeditions often lead to something interesting.
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect, but they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be...
The waterlock. That was broken. Could this be it?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day. Oh my, what happened to the waterlock?
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
You're welcome.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect. Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie. Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin. Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
You can't go around Revachol feeling grown men's hands. If you want to find her husband, you'll need more concrete information.
Concrete.
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame. And he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case. We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow. Via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he'd just divorced. We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
I hope I've been useful. Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
Of course, dear.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers. Who told you that? Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of assholes around here who aren't murderers. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know so I can forward them the repair bill. Yes?
他妈的，现在好啦好啦，不管了，去他妈的！我现在先去，我需要钱啊，你知道吗？我现在要去找那个壮汉啊，因为我现在已经完成他的理论了啊，对不对？种族的什么先进的优势啊？要遗忘失去，还要一个技能点，你也这也太扯了，这是怎么？不会管他的。打不开，哎，怎么上去啊？要怎么上去？种族优势可以啦。
The unpromising race pupil returns.
哈迪兄弟会。
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler. It's shameful. Find out for yourself, endomorphic blob.
Interesting.
And
我要附和他哦。
Look, babe. The rich man has humiliated and emasculated this couple. He can only think in base materialist categories and feminine abstractions like money.
Masculate.
Rich man really fucked him over, Jean.
His rage is already played out on the stage of history as the grotesque tragedy of revolution. All it can accomplish an impotent class warrior. I take pity on you. You clearly want to enter the harbor bad, like a little boy who wants to go on the potty. I can press the button for you. It will open the door. Very well. You may enter the door once. Our race conversation here has concluded.
Finally. Let's go.
所以呢，这是什么东西？哦，大门已经开了，是不是？大门是不是已经开了？没有啊。看到清楚那个动画嘞。哎呀，大门开就是指这个而已啊！大门开就是指这个东西哦。
The tarpaulin cloak is still hanging. As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver.
这个是可以干嘛的？同舟共济呀，觉得还不错啊。这个是什么？当然是换上这个啊，因为这个还有同舟共济，还有感应洞天呢。当然是换上这个啊。我要先把这上面调查清楚。问题是这个要怎么上去？很奇怪。 这个这样子上去，可这怎么上去2楼啊？很奇怪呢。明信片。化为青烟。抽屉啊，美片，办公，这个墨镜可以干嘛？见微知著，来啊！穿啊！
On second glance,
it's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
The drawer opens, hundreds of documents containing, and the same material. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and hundreds of documents contain, and the same material. You already went through all of these.
意志坚定。干嘛？我有什么东西可以意志坚定？
The drawer slides shut smoothly.
意志坚定啊！意志坚定。我没有任何意志坚定的东西。但是我现在可以吃药吗？我现在吃个药。 可以啊，我现在马上可以吃药。然后我现在我知道了啦，他那个药，他那是暂时性的啦。啊，看怎么用啊？我现在就吃那个药啊。 要怎么使用啊？这个系统那么做的那么怪哎、怎么用啊？你不是点2下就可以了吗？ 神经病啊！还要这个点到下面才会变白耶，我不懂啊。唉，这个是暂时的。
The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and the unlocked drawer
我先
slides out
我
to
先
greet
一
you.
次啊，
Whatever's
成功
hidden
了哈。
here is hidden well. It appears to be. Remember, Leo, all items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Everard Clare, probably, the head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the... What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Blood?
哦，这个
Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled. Hundreds of documents and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol, Coulon, Coal City, La Delta. You already went through all of the drawer slides. An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike."
有电话啊。 怎么过去啊？可以捡啊，这可以捡呢。
All those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied.
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you. I am, but it doesn't matter right now.
哎，怎么这么不客气啊？哎，你这全部要我一个一个捡啊！哎呦，这个是你这个点这个药哦，我都点不到，然后现在这个瓶子要我这样一个个捡，那是真的没设计过游戏吗？啊，没意思。
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the top. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty.
Why did you take that picture of René? Fine, but let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons. The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap pain. You take the painkillers. They are yours now. Oh boy, where to start? Elevated risk of dementia, mini strokes, prophet's disease, sudden death, hair death, erectile malfunction, critical flatulence, watery blood, black mucus, uncontrollable weeping, increased sensitivity to La Opera, inoperable joint disorder, total spinal collapse. Don't think about that. Quick, think about something else. Maybe this was a bad idea. You stand and exit the booth.
还有止痛药啊，明信片，有药吗？止痛药。哦，靴子。我这里面有一个，好像里面有一个东西耶。这不能下去，是不是？在干嘛？ 货柜有什么东西吗？先捡钱啊！捡一捡好不好？东西捡一捡啊！看，这个东西，哎，这没办法开的时候，是不是我要装什么东西啊？他妈，而且要有提，我觉得它要有提示会比较好哎。打不开。哎呀，真的哎！哦，我手套啊！你真的就戴这个东西就可以开了。这个手套干嘛？疑神疑鬼加一啊！11块啊！这家伙讲话吗？这家伙讲。
Container.
The lyrics to this container, the accent is
Container, container, used to be ever there. I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not. I mean, I don't personally mind. Just some of the other guys. Oh, yes. People say us Ubis.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
思维逻辑，思维逻辑哦，我加你好了。这样子我一定是思维逻辑92。
everything is so pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as the old man whistles and hums a jaunty tune to himself.
Bye bye now.
妈的，我这个不能失败啊！这失败怎么可以呢？操！啊！那怎么可以失败呢？
This is the night watchman's booth.
不能失败的事情。我现在先来做这个一件事情啊。
An intricate web of it still kind of looks like a map of.
不要管它，我先把这个里面的这个有的
It's
东
the
西
ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. Just relax. The two sides of the board are slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides. All you need to do is bend the plastic on the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know. Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The two ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Tickets.
Two octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too.
东边啊，水族馆。
The words just crossed your mind somehow. You see two ticket stubs and a handmade card. You feel that thing in the back of your head, that little voice, that quiet scream. You already felt this was a bad idea, but especially right now. It's even worse. Try as you might, you can't read it now. You've got business to deal with first. Talk to the union boss first, at least. I can't stop you for long, but there's just enough of an excuse now.
到底行不行？
You feel that thing in the back of your head, that little voice, that quiet scream. You've got business to deal with. It's slightly, ever so slightly, difficult to breathe once you've done so. The drawer is locked. Blue ink drips from the white pages in your hand. Without resistance or sound, it's slightly, ever so.
OK 啊。Bullshit.
A rusting control marsh. On with a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
哎，这个走到另外一边是不是？
With a surprising, the harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled. Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will...
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
现在先存档。这上次我对啊，对，没错。我上次走在这边的时候，它宕机，很奇怪。
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
You do? Because I don't. There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with a cargo container. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to interview the union boss.
No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. Doesn't sound like there's anything inside the container. You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanical. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
可以下去啊，这下去是之前的。什么东西？钱啊！记得可以到达11块。就是要东西没办法撬开的时候，就是要装东西耶。装这个可以吗？干嘛装这个吊？为什么不能装在？有点设计有点怪。 吧，13啊。刚才很扯的有一点是，你知道吗？刚才有个92的检定竟然会失败、欸，那我先存档。那失败怎么玩啊？搞什么？那92检定不能失败啊！
Container.
The lyrics, the accent.
Container. Everett. I see you are not a union man. I mean, just some of the other guys. Oh yes. People say us Ubis.
Thank you for clarity.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
The containers in the yard are green in wild pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind. It's like some red infection was. There appear to be cisterns underneath the Union container covers.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Oh, I don't know, mister. They say it's some... Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at... Oh, most of the guys are down at... We're on a strike. The whole...
So no one is working?
Not everyone, but Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everett sent them on a nice vacation. Oh, I'm not really supposed to... Him and his boys stirred up some... I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
Hi.
Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow.
I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like no, but Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Everett. I'm sure you'll be good friends. Yes, yes, everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way, Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man, when actually Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are but I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and Oh, Lizzie, she is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy...
He respects that word.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day. I'm sure if me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't. Dr. Lemaitre said so. And she knows...
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort. Interesting.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since this. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's board.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags. Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is all... Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
He didn't actually understand what you meant. And now he's just nodding.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have...
Told you.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinic... Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course. Bye-bye now.
要快速啊，他哪边有快速？我现在去找这个工会的人。啊！我要去买一包香烟啊！警政我还。好吧，现在先买包香烟，然后呢，去这个罗宋汤可以解，买一包香烟，然后呢，就去找工会的人啊，那么简单啊！啊，疑神疑鬼，食髓知味，人工巧匠。要标新立异耶，7了嘞，标新立异都7了，我现在没办法设计自己的那个吗？互动。
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer in. These boots were probably left on the corpse because they were impossible to put. Hopefully, you will know who they belonged to very soon. The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesa. Because white antlers, because Friesa, to your disappointment, after rifling the page, the magazine is divided into several sections. International development.
Fuck， 这太多了。
The worn map features the patchwork. Your finger moved, finally coming to a halt.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
OK， 困难啊！身强体健，我干嘛？我已经标新立异啊！意志坚定，意志坚定啊！我现在已经没有，我现在没有意志坚定了啊！先去找工会的工会老大吧。我拿了一个垃圾袋啊。干，先存档，他讲什么鸟事情？Hi.
Before you is a walrus of a man, seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
Warlock.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. with a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled.
你是这个老大吧？
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
什么？杜博亚？我是杜博亚。
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Dubois.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another. So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
Militia.
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
我靠！
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with the cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Cool.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
当然啦。 当然啦。
Don't mention it. But also don't forget it. I'm just kidding, of course.
He's not.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
真的假的啊？这家伙为什么要帮我呢？
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very worried.
I know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be...
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
唉，没办法，这失败定了啊！
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun, and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry! Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
你为什么叫我？
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done. It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first. As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
Yes, That's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on. My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them. Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
人眼闪到，那假的。
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Okay.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors. Oh, you're being too modest, my friend. But don't worry. This annoying thing I have is completely legal. I just need you to open a door.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar. Pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry.
Malena. 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 Malena.
Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. Honestly, I didn't want to bring it up, Harry. I heard you have become Measurehead's race pupil. Of course, Harry, of course. You're not some kind of a fantastic racist now. And rest assured, no one's gonna hear about it. No one's gonna know what you did with race there, Harry. Your race bonanza is safe with me. Word of how racy it got will never leave Martinez.
Bonanza.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it. Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Yes, thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed factored in that you pawned it. Now please, let the professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important, building our relationship for the good of Martinez.
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here. We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you find your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
这个人真的还蛮厉害的哈。
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go. He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left. Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this?
Midget.
Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
Pal.
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator. Yes, yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting.
这个克雷尔真的有点厉害啊。
Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Casserole.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
This particular brand of humor he has, it makes for a fine distraction.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
He sincerely has no idea what you were talking about. And he doesn't care either.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate. Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
这么厉害啊！这个人啊，看啊，我觉得这个人塑造的很厉害啊，高深哎，蛮厉害的样子啊。我现在有2个点数啊。玛丽拉，玛丽拉好像是那个公贼吧？就是在那个地图上面的那个玛丽拉吧？应该是吧？善道，从人言善道来打开。
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
18，哪有可能？
No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal.
好吧，这集先到这里了。去买香烟啊！哪里呢？停止
A rusting control panel, which the crane does not return to its origin.
好，那就算了。我想要去捡那个钱，那怎么去啊？奇怪，这个钱要怎么捡？哦，那个哦，那边有个地下的，是不是？哦，懂。这个玛丽亚是这个家伙。
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plane. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk. A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. Polar weasel? Oh, I know what you mean. I'm pretty sure he's actually Occidental, though. So you're gonna be committing frat. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in, this jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
He means he's not going to tell you, cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everhart.
We're negotiating our share. Aye. All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people, or deporting them to a labor camp in southeast Grad. But don't say that out loud if you're a communist.
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't. Just the way the world works, boyadero. I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman. I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish. He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And
this man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
Sure, I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing. It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian, that of a noble peasant, or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide. Yet it feels as if he could effortlessly go even wider, if need be, an endless torrent of time.
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course. Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts. I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He's not lying about not doing it himself.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
The 15th Indo tribe. Because there was. The 15th Indo tribe was comprised of 8 kids from Forberg and North Java, running from wild...
浪费啊！靠腰嘞！哦。没用。就这样吧。我有2个升级点数还没用，去买个香烟看看吧，抽个香烟看看吧。没有，
A colorful display.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. Here you go, mister.
会啊，抽根香烟吧。
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The 1st Smokes platoon. You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Get a load of this rock and roll cop hair. The lighter's dark green disposable plastic.
Hey, you can't smoke in here.
Shut up. It's already happening. Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself, the man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a cigarettes button. Cigarettes gives +1 to intellect skills. Logic, rhetoric, conceptualization, visual calculus, encyclopedia, and drama. This is good before a white check, but damages your health.
OK， 跟那个一样啊，是增加智力的，这个短暂时间增加智力的，然后那个有一个药是短暂时间增加心智的，是这样子搞啊。这个烟，还有这个药，加心智，我懂了啦，加智力加心智啊，然后加，现在 一下这个罗宋汤啊。工会的人在啊，找一下，他是不是有什么问题
This industrial gas-powered.
What are you planning to do? Throw a dinner party? Please refrain from culinary experiments until after.
The stove is unmoved. The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging.
好吧，我这样下次我就直接来调查这个汤啊，就这样吧。就这样。